Today we will look at the problem of classification, which is class imbalance. So let's see what class imbalance is. What is class imbalance? It is caused in classification. Classification means predicting a class label for a given observation. An imbalanced classification problem is an example of classification where distribution of observation across the known class is biased. As you have seen in previous example, number of sample in one class is very much small than the number of sample in this class, so it is biased toward this class. More number of sample is present in this class compared to this class. So this type of problem is known as class imbalance, which is caused in classification when we try to bifurcate observation into the class which we want to predict. The distribution can vary from slight bias to a severe imbalance, where there is one example in minority class for 100,000 or million example in majority class. We have seen the previous figure when one side there is only one observation and other side in other class there are many observation. So it was the example of severe imbalance problem. For example, if we take fraud data set, this data set have class imbalance problem, as number of transactions that are fraud are very much less than the number of transactions that are not fraud. You can see here there are many examples in the class name as not fraud, and there are only negligible amount of example in the class fraud. As we know that in bank transaction only rare transactions are happening that are actually fraud. Rest other are the not fraud examples. So in fraud class it suffers from high imbalance problem, as there are very less number of example in class fraud and there are many example. Almost all transaction are not fraud, and in rare case if cyber attack happen then it is considered as fraudulent transaction. So this type of example suffer from class imbalance problem. This problem is prevailing in the situation where anomaly detection is crucial, like electricity pilferage, fraudulent transaction in banks, identification of rare disease, customer churn prediction, natural calamities prediction, etc. In this type of examples, mostly class imbalance problem occur. As you know, if we take a rare disease data set, then when we consider this rare disease, they only happen with rare people. So it is the example of class imbalance, as most of the people in the country or particular area will not suffer from that disease, and only few peoples are there that contain this rare disease. So it is the example of high class imbalance problem, because classification will be biased towards healthy people, as there are more number of healthy people and very less amount of people that contains this rare disease. So when we build our model, it will be biased towards the healthy people, not rare disease, as the number of observation means number of examples are very less in this case. Now, how this class imbalance problem affect our model performance? Class imbalance is in classification problem where there is two less data points of one class compared to another class, as we have seen in fraudulent transaction and the previous figure. What is class imbalance? So the number of observation means number of data points of one class which was fraud was so less compared to another class which was not fraud, because most of the observation, most of the data points lies in not fraud class label, and very small amount of data points lies in fraud class label we are trying to predict. It leads to machine to learn too much of the dominant class. Dominant class means majority class, the majority of data points that lies in one of the class, that class is known as dominant class, and too less about the minority class. In previous case, the minority class was not fraud, because the number of observation in not fraud was too less compared to fraud. Then if we contain class imbalance problem and we build our model based on that data set, then how to evaluate model performance? When we deal with imbalanced data, standard classification metrics do not represent your model performance well. If you don't know what is classification metrics, you can refer my previous video where all classification metrics are explained. Now we will see which metrics to use when we have high class imbalance problem with our classification model. For example, suppose you are building a model which will look at person's medical records and classify whether or not they are likely to have a rare disease. We talked about this example in previous slide. So if we want to build a model on that example, so how we will evaluate our model? If we take accuracy, then an accuracy of 99.5% might look great until you realize that it is correctly classifying 99.5% of the population as healthy and incorrectly classifying only 0.5% of the people which do have the disease as healthy. So accuracy is not a good metric in the case of class imbalance. Now which metrics to use then? So these are the list of evaluation metrics which can be used when we have class imbalance in our data set. You can watch videos of all these metrics in the classification metrics playlist. I will mention the link of this playlist below, so you can refer it from there. Now, what is majority and what is minority class? The class which has very small number of examples are known as minority class, and the class which has very more number of example compared to this class, then it is known as majority of class, as majority of observation lies in this class and only rare number of examples lies in minority class. So our model we built on this data set will be biased towards the majority class, as it will learn all the observation of this class, not this class. So it will be biased towards the majority class, in which more number of examples are there. Now, how to handle this problem? The first solution is adding more data. If we contain not fraud and fraud class label in our data set and most of the observation lies in fraud class, then adding more data might help. If we add more data of fraud class, then we can get the balance class. So this is the first solution to handle this problem. Second solution is to resample your data set. In next video, we will see the resampling techniques. There are 3 techniques of resampling your data set. What this resampling means? If we take previous example, fraud data set contains many observation and not fraud contains only less number of observation. Then resample means resample this fraud data and make it bigger, means add more number of example in fraud class. So now it won't be a problem then. Class imbalance, as both this class contain equal number of observation in not fraud and in fraud. Now our model will not be biased towards this not fraud class, and it will also learn of this fraud class observation. Third solution is to generate synthetic examples. Means this technique we will see in next videos. It means it uses SMOT. SMOT is the technique to handle class imbalance problem. It will generate synthetic examples of minority class, and then we will train our model on this balanced class, so it won't be biased. Fourth solution is to penalize the algorithm. If our model is biased toward this not fraud class, then penalize it whenever it is fraud. Penalty will be assigned to the model classification whenever it makes an error. Or fifth solution is to change the algorithm. The algorithm which suits best to the use case, select that algorithm. Now what are the techniques to handle class imbalance problem? First technique is oversampling, second is undersampling, and third is SMOT. These 3 are the techniques that are used to handle class imbalance problem. We will see all these 3 techniques with their implementation in Python in next video. Now you might wonder what causes class imbalance problem. There are 2 main reasons for this class imbalance problem: majority and this minority class. The 2 reasons are biased sampling. Biased sampling means majority of the observation lies in dominant class, the majority class, and very small number of observation lies in minority class. So it is known as bias sampling. Second is measurement errors. When we take measurement, we might make mistakes. So it concludes in more number of observation in majority class and less number of observation in minority class. Thank you. If you have any doubt in this class imbalance problem, then please feel free to ask question in the comment section, or you can connect me on this my Techopedia page on Instagram. Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe my channel.